Absolutely. The only piece that I would add to it is that there, well, two pieces. One, aiming for the lowest common denominator to get the maximum return is clearly the baseline logic that they're using. But that indicates a failure of leadership. It's a failure to identify, where the trends are going and building solutions that arrive at that same point in time in the future. So you're going to get into your vehicle, whether it's driverless or whatever, and go to wherever you work if you go somewhere. Why can't that experience incorporate learning or being informed about what happened in your business the previous night? Could come through your car, could come through your phone, but you could be learning, and you should be building things forward. So that's what we did. We said to ourselves, where is the world going to be? Not where are we? We're not trying to build a prettier version of what's there today. We're trying to build the future so that we're future proofing for our customers, that they can be relatively confident that their products and tools that they're using will keep abreast of the technology changes that are happening at an ever increasing speed. Otherwise, you just end up in this sort of stagnant mode where it's safer if we build it for everybody. Not everybody's asking for that feature, so let's not do that. And of course, we've got to feed the beast of our ownership structure. It's risky to invest in that stuff. It's just kind of safer to stick with what you've got.
So you, your words, not mine, you've referred to yourself as old multiple times. Not to make this weird, but it seems like you got kind of a Harrison Ford kind of thing going on. So it seems like you're doing all right. My question is more personally related. Like, why take on this challenge? Like, this feels like a big thing. I'm sure that while it feels like from what you've said, in general, you have support internally for the direction, but I'm sure there are people who are nervous, who are scared, that you've had to convince and work, and I'm sure you get pushback, et cetera. Tough questions. Why take this on? Like, what about this tunes you up?
Because I've lived it once before. So because I was there when we changed the way agents and brokers worked with PCs. We literally, when we were starting to demonstrate and present our solutions, we would be laughed out of, large agencies back then. They couldn't imagine sticking some dumb terminals up onto an IBM AT and seeing how that could compete with the horsepower of a mini or a mainframe solution. They believed they had the dominant position and the dominant technology that was going to keep them, very competitive going forward. They were just missing what was really happening underneath that. And what was happening was that there was a tectonic shift in computing power and the deployment of that computing power. Cost and form factor. You could do it on PCs that got increasingly smarter. Networking, it really has been the platforms that they're still using today. So yes, I'm old. I was there when we introduced version 1 of those large vendor systems. And I see right now that same opportunity. So this would be the second time in my life where we can really reshape an industry and have it move forward in a material way. So we're not talking about minor improvements around the margins. We can really take leaps forward. And if we don't, I think the agent and broker channel is going to continue to suffer. And as a consumer, I think it's important to have agents and brokers. I want to be able to know that somebody's going to help me out when I have a claim and guide me through the process, get that looked after, recommend products and services that I might not be aware of.
Let's go. Yeah, make it look easy. Hey, stand up guy on 10 toes. Big body pull up in a Range Rover. I can change the whole game when I say so. I pull up, shut it down, yeah, they know. Running this game ain't a thing for me. I never switched up, no change in me. The only thing changing.